And then we have this massive representation that it's connected to mixed martial arts and MMA, which Jeet Kune Do is not connected to it in any sense of the word. If it's connected to it, it's only connected to it that people in MMA kick and punch, and people in Jeet Kune Do kick and punch, but people in other martial arts systems like karate, Thai boxing, and various kung fu systems kick and punch. So HIT being connected to MMA, I think, is misleading and pointless, and it's really destructive in Bruce's martial art, when Jeet Kune Do is, you know, their sole purpose is to go there, finish the encounter fast, and that's it. And in MMA as a sport, which there's no groin kicks, no leg breaks, no finger jabs. If MMA had groin kicks, finger jabs, and, you know, knee kicks, then most fights in MMA would last about 2 seconds, and after a short length of time, people wouldn't want to get in the ring in case they get an eye missing, their leg smashed, or their groin kicked or ripped, and fighters would have a very, very short career. So MMA is a sport, and people have to try and remember it's a sport, and Jeet Kune Do is not a sport. But there is many things in MMA, punching and kicks, that could be used on the street. A lot of the grappling they use in MMA is highly dangerous against multiple opponents on the street, to take somebody onto the ground. And the street is dangerous as well as stupid, and you could lose your life. I know 2 guys, 2 friends of mine, who ended up on the ground in a fight, and both died because they never get back up. One guy get kicked to death, another guy get, you know, he got hit with weapons and he never survived. So human being for real stands his best chance standing upright and no rolling about in the ground. You know, it's okay doing that in a controlled environment where a referee, where you can roll about and somebody can go stop, or you can tap somebody, but on the street there's nobody to tap you, and people could pull a knife out, stab you. So that kind of practice should be reserved for the mat and appreciated for the mat, but to be made aware that for real that would be really extremely dangerous to do, you know. So MMA is a sport, you know. Okay, there is punching and kicking in it, which would be effective on the street, but, you know, what's the point of punching the guy when you can finger jab in the eye and finish him? And what's the point of kicking him in the groin? What's the point of kicking him on the leg or kicking him in the body when you can kick him on the groin and finish it? So they have punches, they have kicks, but the targets they're hitting are targets that's more suitable for the sport environment than for real. Because if you had the chance to kick a guy, why kick him on the thigh when you can kick him on the knee or the groin and finish it? Why? There's no point to it. And why punch a person when you could eye jab him? It's well documented there in Bruce's own writing and his own words, and I really can't remember the exact how he says it, but something like this: given the chance of punching a guy in the head or finger jabbing him in the eye, I would finger jab him every time. It's right there if you want to check it up, you know, in Bruce's notes and Bruce's words. You can look it up and you can see it, and that's in Bruce's own words. So it's exactly what he said. You know, why punch him when you can do this? Faster, longer, stop somebody. This might not stop him, and you want to make sure you finish him and you stop him. That's it. So, but MMA, it's a sport. People follow it, people like it. I watch it sometimes, but really sometimes I just flick it over and watch something else on the History Channel or something, because I just think, for me, it's just boring. Most of the guys that practice MMA, when you watch it, I would prefer to watch a good boxing match than 2 MMA guys punching. I just like boxing far better. Just looks more skillful, looks a lot more efficient, a lot more refined. Boxers move better, they're not this scrappy, throwing punches and like this, and, you know, that's it.